That's amazing. Frank in L.A. Hey, Frank.
Yeah, your guest said that this was not predictable, but the Bush administration resurrected Reagan economics, and Arthur Laffer, I'm still laughing at economic theories, and they failed under Reagan. So why would you resurrect a failing economic policy?
I know these guys still believe this stuff. We had Arthur Laffer on this show about 2 months ago, and he's coming on and he's trying to explain this thing, and I'm like, this makes no sense. This is crazy. It didn't work under Reagan. It's not going to work under Bush. It's never going to work. It never did work. What, you think you can reinvent economics after 7,000 years of trial and error? It's like it's nuts.
Right. I mean, they're nickel and diming us to death.
Yes.
It is amounting to trillions of dollars. And the fact is that under Reagan, look at I think there was like 10 million home foreclosures. There were like 1,700 savings and loans, and about 500 banks went under, and like about 10 million personal bankruptcies. So how do they expect that the economic policy of Ronald Reagan and Calvin Coolidge is going to work under Bush?
Yeah, no, and it didn't, and it won't, and thank you for the call. And this is where Obama needs to absolutely repudiate this and start doing things that do work, which means raising wages and getting more disposable income, not just over the short term with a quickie tax cut or a rebate, but actually raising wages. Pass the Employee Free Choice Act. Strengthen the rights of workers in the workplace. Increase the income tax on millionaires. Roll back the Reagan tax cuts. To hell with the Bush tax cuts. Roll back the Reagan tax cuts. You want industrial growth in the United States like we had from 1940 to 1980? We had that because we had a 74 to 91% top income tax rate on people making more than $3 million a year. And why did that stimulate the economy? Why did that build the economy? Because people making more than $3 million a year, at that point they say, if I take more money out of this company and put it in my own pocket, I'm going to pay 70% income tax on it. That's crazy. I think I'll leave the money in the company and buy new equipment. I think I'll leave the money in the company and build a new factory. I think I'll leave the money in the company and pay my employees a little better wage so we have less turnover, which, by the way, is very expensive to companies, the turnover, and so we can actually run this business in a more competent and coherent fashion. This is not rocket science. All you have to do is look at history. But you've got a whole, all these right-wing think tanks out there, spreading these very toxic to democracy, these destructive of democracy, conservative memes, thought viruses of, you increase taxes, you slow down economic activity. I'm sorry, not true. Find one instance. You cannot find an instance in history where increasing taxes slowed down economic activity. In fact, when Clinton raised taxes, it boosted economic activity.